My name is Amber, and I'm here to talk about mirror neurons. But first, before I start, I want you to take a look to the left, take a look to the right, person beside you. You're going to need a partner for one of the experiments. Before I get started with the experiment, I should probably tell you a little bit about mirror neurons so that you can understand. Like the pacemaker, penicillin, and Viagra, the discovery of mirror neurons was accidental. It started in Parma, Italy. And fun fact, people from Parma are actually known as Parmesans. Researchers there studied macaque monkeys and had them hooked up with electrodes in their brain so that when the monkey grabbed for a peanut, the electrode would fire. It would make someone brrr. So they would grab, brrr. They'd grab again, brrr. Okay. The interesting thing that happened is when the monkey was on a break. The monkey wasn't really doing anything, it was just kind of hanging out with his arms crossed. And an experimenter comes into the room. I guess they were hungry or something. And the experimenter grabs a peanut. Brrr. The electrodes fired when the experimenter grabbed the peanut. The brain of the monkey couldn't understand the difference between the action that it had seen and the actual action of doing it themselves. So there's neurons in the monkey's brain that fire both when the monkey sees an action and when the monkey does an action. Interesting, right? Monkey see, monkey do. I think that's frozen. Oh, okay. And it's not just in monkeys. They've done further research and determined that mirror neurons might exist in dolphins and dogs and elephants. And they've proved that they exist in chimpanzees and humans as well. So in our brains, we actually have a mirror neuron system. If we see someone do something, part of our brain will fire as if we had done the action ourselves. If you see me reach for a cup of coffee, part of your brain imagines that you had reached for the cup of coffee. Mirror neurons are the basis for empathy. It's part of why we cringe when we see someone else get hit in the face or step on Lego. And they've done further studies that show that it's not just actions that are mirrored in the body, it's emotions as well. So if someone sees you smiling, it activates a release of dopamine in your brain and makes people happier as if they had smiled themselves. It's pretty cool, right? There's some really interesting implications. One of my favorites is for stroke victims that can use mirror neuron therapy to relearn how to do things. So they can watch people do tasks, and part of their brain gets reactivated like they had been doing it themselves. All right, time for the experiment. Hopefully you've picked a partner, right? It's only going to take 7 seconds. If you don't have a partner, that's okay. Sometimes it's fun to just watch. This is a good one for that. Person closest to the window in the pair will be A. Person on the right side will be B. So person A, I want you to use all the self-control that you have. I want you to keep your face really, really neutral. No reaction when B does what I'm about to tell them to do. I'll tell you when we start. Person B, I want you to get close to person A, look them in the eyes, and smile. 7, 6, 5. Okay, stop. Show of hands, who tried the experiment? Who tried? And who actually was able to control themselves? Was anyone? Okay, that's really great. Excellent, that's good. It's usually about 80 to 85% of the population can't control themselves. So this is mirror neurons, very, very powerful. And it's mostly an involuntary system. You don't have control over it. But this is true for both positive and negative experiences, so you have to be really careful about who you're surrounding yourself with and what you're spending time doing. So if you want to get better at something, surround yourself with people that are doing that thing well. And if you want to see more of something, then be the one that does it so that other people can see you. In closing, I'm going to leave you with this. This is really, really powerful, and you have the ability to impact your life and the life of other people for the best. So think about how you can do that, and think about what you want to see reflected in the world.
Awesome.